Hello everyone, welcome to the BFM series for June 2026. In the BFM series, as you know, we are covering all the numericals, objective questions, case studies of all the chapters, all of them. Watch it completely, like the video, subscribe to the channel. In fact, just to add, this is not just a BFM series, it is related to all the compulsory subjects. We are having the series for ABM, BFM, ABFM, BRBL, all the four. And all the subjects, all the chapters, numericals, objective questions, case studies, concepts, everything is covered. So that's why subscribe to the channel, click on the bell icon. Very important for you. Click on the bell icon. Okay, don't miss this. Join this ASAP. Don't miss the channel. Okay. Let's start. Today we will be dealing with LRS, Liberalised Remittance Scheme. This is a very important topic in your BFM. Okay, Module A, very important one. Many of questions are asked on the same, as well as many practically also from banking perspective. It's very important. So join it as watch the video till the end, share it with your friends. Okay, let's start. Which of the following statements are incorrect in respect of resident individuals investing under LRS scheme? So which of them are incorrect? Pay attention, which of them are incorrect? Focus on the question. Incorrect you want. Okay, incorrect. Which of them are incorrect? Incorrect you want. So, resident individuals investing under LRS, Liberalised Remittance Scheme. So, what are the options? Resident individuals are allowed to invest in IFSC in GIFT City. Under LRS, are you allowed to invest in IFSC? Second, B. Resident individuals are allowed to open foreign currency accounts in IFSC to undertake investment in GIFT City. So under LRS means if you want to open a foreign currency account, are you allowed in IFSC? Funds lying idle in the foreign currency accounts for more than 15 days are to be repatriated to the bank accounts in India. So if any foreign currency funds are lying outside, okay, for more than 15 days, those are to be repatriated back. Investments can be in securities issued by corporate residents in India. So, which of them is incorrect under this LRS scheme? See, the incorrect one is very simple. Resident individuals are allowed to invest in IFSC. So, that's right. LRS means permission of LRS is given under IFSC also. Means if I send the money to IFSC, GIFT City, that is also considered as foreign land only. Okay. So this is true. But I want incorrect. Resident individuals are allowed to open foreign currency accounts in IFSC. Allowed. Not a problem. Funds lying idle in foreign currency accounts for more than 15 days are to be repatriated. This is false. Not at all true. Okay. 15 days, nothing. Okay. Investments can be in securities issued by corporates. So that is true. So the answer is this, C. Okay. Individuals are permitted to remit overseas freely without the approval of RBI, subject to a limit of dash USD in a year. What is this? 2,50,000, 2 lakh, 5 lakh and 1 lakh. So what is the answer? How much under LRS are you allowed to remit? How much under LRS are you allowed to remit? Yes. How much? The amount is 2,50,000. Okay, under 2,50,000 you can remit outside per person per financial year. Per person per financial year. It includes minors also. It includes minors. Kindly note, very important part, includes. Minor means if I am having some minor in my family, even that minor, in that minor's name, if that minor is having the income source, means he might be having some property from the earlier generations. So if that minor is having the income source, that person can send the money outside. Okay, 2,50,000. If income tax deducted from depositors is not remitted within the stipulated time, it constitutes. Now, what do you mean by this? See, income tax debited. Income tax is to be given to whom? Suppose if I debit some income tax. Okay, TCS we call it, tax collected at source. Okay. And in INR transactions, we have TDS, tax deducted at source. In foreign transactions, we have TCS, tax collected at source. Both mean one and the same only. So now, means income tax, from income tax angle, it's after all the income of income tax. It's not the same. Somebody might immediately argue, sir, they are different. I know they are different. From income tax angle, if income tax deducted from the depositors is not remitted, it will lead to what? Which risk? Internal control risk, reputation risk, earnings risk, compliance risk, or credit risk. So, what is it? What type of risk is it? It is? Yes, which type of risk is this? It is compliance risk. Okay? It is known as compliance risk. Kindly understand this. This is a compliance risk. Okay? Next one. Which of the following transactions is permitted under the Liberalised Remittance Scheme to all resident individuals to freely remit USD 2,50,000 per financial year? So, which of the transactions is permitted? Okay. Number A, a permissible current or capital account transaction or combination of both. Is it so? Current account or capital account. What is the difference between current and capital? Current account means for daily use, daily expenses, working capital expenses. Capital means long term. I purchase something, machinery, big machinery. So A is that. B is acquire or hold immovable property or any other asset outside India. Can I purchase a house outside India? You have to answer that. C, investment in overseas companies listed on a recognized stock exchange abroad. Can I do that? Can I invest in some overseas companies? And D is all of the above. Now you think, everyone, what can be the answer over here? Is it A, capital current, B, property, C, shares, D, all of the above? What do you think is the answer? Yes? Kindly note, LRS is for all of them. All of the above. It is for all of them. Okay? All of the above. Got it? All of the above. See, actually these two, B and C, are included in A. See, this is the part of A only and this is the part of A only. How? See this, immovable property I am acquiring. Immovable means what? I am acquiring a long-term asset. So it's a capital account transaction. I am purchasing a shares of a company. So again it's a long-term asset. It's a capital account. So B and C are actually the part of A only. That's why it's all of the above. Okay? If you check the definition of capital account transactions, you will find both these. Okay? Next, which of the following statements about LRS is or are correct? You can choose more than one. Which of the following statements is or are correct? You can choose more than one. Under the scheme, all resident individuals, including minors, see, I told you just now, including minors, are allowed to freely remit up to USD 2,50,000 per financial year, April to March. Okay? True? What do you say? Type in the comment section. True or false? True. A maximum 18 remittances per financial year is permitted. What is this? 18. Forget any 18. If your amount is 2,50,000, you can do 1 lakh remittances. No worries. If you have legal proofs, when you do such huge transactions, you should have legal proofs. Okay? So this is false. It is optional for the resident individual to provide his or her permanent account number for all transactions under LRS made through authorized person. Means it's optional. I may have PAN number, I may not have the PAN number. Now this you have to think. A remittance for trading in foreign exchange abroad is prohibited under LRS. So now you tell me, between third and fourth, see I have given first option is right. Second is wrong. What about third and fourth? What do you say about third and fourth? Can I say that I don't have a PAN number? If I don't have a PAN number, how am I doing this foreign transactions then? Isn't it? Simple logic. This is false. This is true. Remittance for trading in foreign exchange abroad is prohibited under LRS. Okay? So true. 1 and 4th. So the correct answer is 1 and 4th. Got it? In terms of provision of section 5 of FEMA, any person may sell or draw foreign exchange to or from an authorized dealer if such sale or withdrawal is a current account transaction. Drawal of exchange for transactions is prohibited with a person resident in which of the following countries? This is a bit tricky question. Which person, simple question over here is which person living in which country, means drawal of exchange for transactions is prohibited. Suppose if I want to do the transactions for some person living in X country, that X you have to find out. For which country it is not allowed. So LRS is not allowed in which country? Very simple. Myanmar, China, Nepal, Bangladesh. Think, everyone think. Which country is a part considered as almost a part of India only? Bharat. It is Nepal. Kindly note, 2 countries are not allowed. One is Bhutan. And second is Nepal. These 2. LRS not allowed. Okay? LRS not allowed. An Indian citizen going abroad on a private visit to Nepal and Bhutan is eligible for foreign exchange A up to USD 5,000 in any calendar year, up to USD 5,000 in same in any calendar year, I think so same, up to USD 5,000 in any calendar year. So let it be, chalo. So option, is it true or false? True or false? True or false? Let me ask you this question. A person going abroad on a private visit to Nepal, pay attention, Nepal, is eligible for USD 5,000 in any calendar year. Is it true or false? You give that much answer. True or false? Nepal is false. Answer is false. Okay? Nepal, Bhutan, they are almost considered our country only, Bharat. Because the currency over there is also Indian rupees. They accept all Indian rupees. Okay? Nepal has Nepalese currency, but that is only for namesake. Everything is traded in rupees only. Now, case studies. Look at these case studies. Mr. Vijay wants to fund his son's USD 4 lakh education in USA from his own funds. Can he remit the funds without RBI approval? See, pay attention. Very important case over here. Mr. Vijay wants to fund his son's studies abroad for 4 lakh USD in one financial year. Can he do it without RBI approval? See, with RBI approval you can do it. Everyone knows that. So without RBI approval, can I do it? Because what does LRS say? LRS says 2,50,000. Maximum which I can send is 2,50,000. So this is more than that. Then what to do? Should I take RBI approval or no? Can your bank itself allow it without RBI approval? What do you think? Can your bank itself allow it without RBI approval? The answer is, what is the answer? Can your bank allow it? The answer is yes. Without RBI approval, you can allow it. Subject to. Now I'll give you the proper explanation. The answer is yes. How many of you typed yes? Because many of them feel that 2,50,000 above, not allowed. It's not that. Education and healthcare, health, operation, anything, healthcare. Okay, allowed. Without RBI approval. Without RBI approval. Okay, say this. This is permissible transaction. Mr. Vijay can remit the funds under LRS using the relevant purpose code, whatever this code is. Nobody is going to ask you this. The amount within the annual limit of 2,50,000, no special RBI approval is required. So within 2,50,000, no RBI approval. But this amount is more. Look below. If the total expense of the education or medical treatment exceeds 2,50,000, the individual can still remit the full amount based on an estimate from the foreign institution hospital without prior approval, RBI approval for excess amount. So no RBI approval is required in this case, right? Because education and medical expenses freely allowed, but subject to documentation, estimate, proper estimate should be there. Okay. The ED, now next case study. The ED, Enforcement Directorate, has investigated the high net worth individual Vijay Deshmukh for creating offshore trusts or entities and funneling funds exceeding the LRS ceiling. LRS ceiling means 2,50,000. Exceeding the LRS ceiling, okay, often under the guise of gifts and maintenance to the non-resident family members. My God, see, people are doing so many tricks to remit the funds. So, what did this Mr. Vijay Deshmukh do? He created offshore trusts, new trusts were created in foreign countries, and then funds were transferred to them. Under what note? That they are being transferred for the family members, upkeeping of the family members, gift to the family members. Is this allowed? Firstly, see, the question over here is this allowed? Is ED right? What is ED? Enforcement Directorate. This is basically the police of FEMA. Very simple. This is basically the police of FEMA. Who is the police of? If you go outside FEMA, if you breach the acts of FEMA, immediately the one who will catch you is ED, Enforcement Directorate. Okay. So what is this? Is this correct? What is ED correct over here? So the answer is yes. Such breaches are considered violations of FEMA and can lead to significant penalties, including, now this question comes in exam, fines up to 3 times the amount involved in the contravention and potential legal action. So legal action, see, not only fine, legal action will also be there. It can be jail also. Legal action means it can be jail also. Of course, it's not hanging, only jail. It can be. Ignorance of law is not acceptable defense. Means somebody might say, I didn't know this. Not allowed. I didn't know this is not allowed. Ignorance of law is not an excuse. And RBI takes strict approach to ensure compliance with the scheme's provisions. Okay, so ED is correct in this. It can fine up to 3 times the transaction amount and also lead for some legal action. Okay, if some money laundering is involved. A student remits funds for education but has unspent money in the foreign account after becoming the non-resident by moving abroad for studies. So there is a student who has gone abroad for studies. Now he has sent the money for education purpose, but some money is still lying there in the account. What should that person do? Just now we saw one case, 15 days, which was wrong. I gave it wrong now. So if that is wrong, what is the right answer? Here. A student remits funds for some college abroad, but the funds are lying. Okay? Idle over there. What should the student do? And in how many months should he refund it back? The condition for repatriation, read this properly. The condition for repatriation, bringing back the funds to India, unused foreign exchange within 180 days, does not apply once the individual status changes to NRI. What does it mean? The student is not required to send the money back. Why? Because he has become an NRI now. So the student is not required to send the money back. The 180-day limit is relevant to resident individuals who retain unutilized funds abroad. If I am a person resident in India, Bharat, I am the resident of Bharat, and then I am sending the funds abroad, then I'll have to bring it back. Okay? But if some NRI is taking the funds abroad, then the NRI is not required to bring it back. So important terms are here. So many important terms are here. Okay? Don't miss these important terms. Very, very, very important terms. An importer from Singapore wants to remit SGD 10,000 to India. So importer from Singapore wants to remit SGD to our country, Bharat. Okay? Given is what? Spot rate is 1 USD equals to 74.1020 rupees. Forward rate at the time of contract is 1 month is 45.40, 2 months is 65.60. Transit period is 25 days. Interest rate is given as 8%. Calculate the rate. Second, interest deducted. This interest deducted means if you have financed, then, and amount. So 3 things are required over here. Very important numerical. Okay? So how to solve this? First, rate of interest, calculate the rate. Okay? Rate means what? Not rate of interest. It is the Forex rate. So how will you calculate the Forex rate? Here only we can do it. It's very simple. Okay? First, what is given as spot? What is spot? Spot means today's rate. What is today's rate given? See, this is the importer from Singapore wants to remit. So there is an importer in Singapore. He wants to send the dollars. So kindly note, Singapore, SG I'll write it, and this is Bharat. We should always call it Bharat now. Okay, not India. Got it? So goods are going from Bharat to Singapore, and dollars are coming from Singapore to Bharat. So it's the export transaction for our country, import for Singapore. So it's an export transaction. In export, what do? Do you do buy or sell of dollars? Will you do buy or sell of dollars? So you'll be doing buy, isn't it? Because in export, it's always buy. So you'll be using buy over here, buy for dollars. Okay? So now start. What is the rate? Buy. Buy means what? It is always, see this. Whenever you have such rates given, left side is always buy. Always remember this. I'll show you over here. Here it is. See. This is always buy and this is always sell. Okay. This is buy and this is sell. Kindly note this. Okay, so your buy rate will be what? I'll have to take the buy rate and transit period is given. Okay, so this is today's spot. What is spot? Spot will be taken like this, spot. And this is forward 1 month. See, transit period is given as 25 days. Okay, so 25 days will be over here in between. This is 1 month. So this is 1 month complete end. And this is 25 days. 25 days. Okay, 5 days less. So now, first write down the spot rate, 74.10. This is your spot rate. See, left side, buy. You are doing a buy transaction. Now you have to do it for 25 days, means you have to take the forward rate. Now this forward rate, which one will you take? See, 45.40, 65.60. So the currency is in premium or discount. Whenever your right side is smaller, okay, whenever your right side is smaller, the currency is in discount. Kindly note. So here the currency is in discount. I'll write it over here, discount. So the currency is in discount over here. Got it, everyone? So now discount means what? But which side will you take? 45 or 40? 1 month. See, again there's a problem. Will you do 1 month or 2 months? See, 25 days lies between what? It starts from 0 and 25. So it will lie between 0 and 30. So this 2 months is of no use to you. 2 months is of zero use to you. You will have to take 1 month only. So in 1 month, what will you take now? 45 or 40? So left side, buy. So you will take 45. Okay, 45, I will take it over here. 45. So you will take it 0.45, 0.45. Now what will you do with this 0.45? Will you add or subtract? The currency is in discount. So you will subtract. So your answer will be what? 75.10, 74.10 minus 0.45. Now do it, everyone. Do it, everyone. Yes. 74.10 minus 0.45. So the answer is 5 and 10, 6.73. So 73.65. 73.65. This is the rate. But in any forex problem, you have to focus on 3 parts. One is buy or sell. So here it is buy. Second is forward points. So here we have taken forward points. And last one is TT margin or exchange margin. But here exchange margin is not given, not at all mentioned. So leave it. If it was given, then you would have taken it. But here no exchange margin. So leave it. So your final rate over here is, your first answer you have got it. That is 73.65. 73.65. This is your first answer. So this is the rate you will be quoting to this Singaporean, whatever you call it, importer. Okay. Now next, interest deducted. What is the interest? See, 25 days, 8%. 8% is always per annum. Kindly note, per annum. Whenever rate is given, it's always at per annum. So for the year, it is 8%. So for 1 day, for 25 days, it will be how much? So let's do it. See, what is the amount? Amount was, I think so, 10,000. HGD 10,000, isn't it? So this rate will also be SGD. SGD. Okay, this is the SGD rate. It's Singaporean dollar to rupees. We don't want USD, isn't it? So 10,000 into, see, how much is the interest? Interest formula is interest. It is same as simple interest, PNR upon 100. PNR upon 100. PNR upon 100. What is P? P is the principal amount, means SGD amount. 10,000. Okay, $10,000. But now these dollars you'll have to convert it into rupees because you're calculating everything in rupees. So now this P we will change to rupees. P equals to 10,000 into What was this answer? 73.65, I think so. 73.65. So multiply it. 10,000 into 73.65. What is the answer then? 73.65 and then what? 2 zeros more. So, right? 10,000, 7 lakhs. Correct it is? Yeah. 0.65, 65 and 40. Right. So it is 7,36,500. P becomes 7,36,500. You have to take the P in INR because the interest will be deducted in INR, rupees. So find it. 7,36,500 into N. N is what? Period. But the period is 25 days only. So what will you do? 25 upon 365. Kindly note, 25 upon 365. Why? Because you have to take it for 25 days only. And the rate is always for 1 year, 365 days. So into R, what is R given? I think so 8% was the rate. 8%, right? So 8% upon 100. This 100 will be there. PNR upon 100. PNR upon this will be 100. Okay? PNR upon 100. So this will be 8 upon 100. Now do this. Solve this, everyone. Solve this part. What will you get? Give me the final answer now. Directly final answer. Give me the final answer directly now. So it is equal to, let me see, I'll also try it. So it is 7,36,000, 736,500, right? Into 25 into 8. Do the full numerator first. Divided by what? 365,000. 365,000. So you will get it as 4035.6. So 4035.6. Okay. So 4035.6. This much will be the interest deducted. This much will be the interest deducted. Got it? So this is what you have to solve. This is the interest part. So second answer you have got it. Okay. What was that? 40 something. 4035.6. 4035.6. Okay. 4035.6. Got it, everyone? This is the answer for the second part. Now the third part, amount. Now last part remains, that is amount. Amount is very simple. Amount you have already got it. See this. Whatever is the final amount you have got it. What was it? This 7,36,500 minus interest. Whatever is the interest, you will subtract it. So amount equals to amount which you will be giving. Amount equals to, if you give it right now, if you give the post shipment finance or if you do the financing, how much money will you give to the client? So you will give him 7,36,500. If you give it right now, only in that case. If you give it at the end, after 25, 26 days, whatever it is, 25 days, then you will give the full amount. But if the client wants today only, I want the money right now, give me some finance. So in that case, you will do subtraction minus, what is this? 4035.6. So you can leave this 0.6, okay? Directly take the round amount. So what will be the amount then? What will be the amount? Yes. So 7,36,500 minus 4035. So I am getting it as 7,32,465. 7,32,465. This will be your final amount in rupees, which will be giving it to the client. Okay? So you have got all the three answers now. Got it? All the three. Clear this numerical? Move on to the next. Chalo, next one. Bank borrowing and swapping for deployment case study. So swapping, this is a numerical on swaps. Okay? Let me make this bigger. Okay? This is a numerical on swapping. Now it is better. See this. This is a swapping case study. Swapping means I am buying at one rate in one currency and selling in another currency, or deploying that funds in another currency. So look at this. A bank borrows USD 50,000 for 3 months at 3% for deployment at 5%. Means what? I am buying USD from, let's say, USA. Okay, I'm buying USD. I am buying USD. So it is at 3%. 3% buy. Okay, buy means what? I am taking the, let's say, deposit or anything. I am getting the money at 3% in. So money is in at 3%. And what am I doing? I am selling it, means putting it in loans, giving the loans. Okay, so this is deposit, let's say, deposit. And I am giving it 5% loan. Now this loan is in INR. Kindly note, this loan is in INR and this buying is in dollars. So I am getting the money in dollars. That's why the rate difference is there. If it would have been the same currency, then this rate difference wouldn't have been there. So I am getting the money in dollars at 3% and I am putting the money in loans in rupees at 5%. So what is the margin generated by the bank? Now simple, you can see the margin is 2%. 5 minus 3, 2%. So margin is 2%. But margin generated by the bank in the transaction, so that is 2%. But the question asked is not only about percentage. See, I'll directly write it. Margin equals to 2%. Okay? But 2% I wanted on what? 2% on 50,000. USD 50,000. So 2% on what? 50,000. Right? On this I'll earn 50,000. Right? 2% on 50,000. But I'll earn in rupees. So first find out this. 2% on 50,000. So what is the amount? 50,000, 2%. So that is equal to 10% is this. So it is 1,000. So dollar 1,000. I'll be earning dollar 1,000 on this. 50,000 into 2%. Got it? So I'll be earning dollar 1,000 on this. But I'll earn in rupees because here I am a bank in Bharat. So I'll earn in rupees. So if I'll earn in rupees, it means what? So it will be, so my margin will be $1,000 into, what is the amount? 85.86. This is my rate. So 85.86 multiplied 85.86. So get the answer. So it will be rupees 85,860. Okay, multiply this is 1,000. This much will be a margin. So now both the answers you have got it. Calculate the margin. Margin, if you want in dollars, see, in percentage terms it is 2%. In dollar terms it is $1,000. In rupee terms it is 85,860 amount earned by the bank. Such a simple case study this is. It can be clubbed in the exam for 2 marks. 1 mark for this up to 1,000 and 1 mark for this. Okay. So you have to be very focused. Okay. Next one. Next one is options trading. This is a difficult one. Okay. You have to understand many tricks over here. A put option is purchased to sell 300 shares of stock A at a price of 2,000. The market buying price is 1900. The cost to buy the put option is rupees 50 per share. Calculate the profit or loss in the transaction. Very difficult one. It's not an easy cake. Okay? It's not a cakewalk. See, there are two parts in this. One is shares. That's why I took this separately, shares. And second is options. You have to, if you segregate these, divide this separately, then the problem is easy. Otherwise, you will get confused. Okay? Solve the two problems separately. One for shares, second is for options. Then only you will be able to solve it properly. So now, first let's solve shares. What is given about shares? See, I have to sell the shares, 300 shares at 2000. So my selling price over here is 2000. So let's write this. Okay, number of shares first. Number equals to 300. Okay, that's it. Number equals to 300. What is the selling price? Selling price is 2000. So SP equals to 2000. What is the cost price? CP. Cost price equals to, the market buying price is 1900. That's why I said solve it separately. Very simple numerical. But if you solve it separately, if you jumble all this, everything will go wrong. Okay? So CP equals to 1900. So what is my profit then? Simple. Selling price minus cost price. Isn't it? So my profit is what? Profit 2000 minus 1900, 100. But this is on one share, per share. But what do I want? I want 300 shares. What is my net profit? So net profit equals to 300 into 100. So it is 30,000 is my profit on shares. Got it? 30,000 is my profit on shares. So this much is my profit on shares, rupees. Okay? Now options. You have purchased the options. There is something is given. The cost to buy the put option is rupees 50. This you have purchased it. So you are paying a premium. This 50 means what? It's a premium. So you are paying the premium of 50. So in this case, so premium equals to rupees 50 per share. But how many options you will buy? The same options. So that is equal to 50 into 300. This is per option. So how many options? As number of shares are there, same is the number of options. So that will be 50 into what? 300. So that is equal to what? 5 3 is 15. 15,000 is the cost. 15,000 is the cost. Now this is the cost. Kindly note cost. So if I have to find out the net profit of mine, my net profit means my total net profit out of this. This is plus, this I have got it plus. And this is minus, this is cost. So this is minus. So 30,000 minus 15,000. So my net profit or loss in the transaction is profit equals to 30,000. Now this you can minus 15. So equals to rupees 15,000. Got it? This is your answer. Numerical is okay type, not that difficult. That's why I said, if you solve it separately, it's very easy. If you jumble it, because many of the books, many of the teachers will jumble these things. Always try to segregate shares, commodity and options. Then the problem becomes very easy. Okay? Right? So now, before going everyone, see this, the batches of Adda 24/7, the fresh batches are coming up. Okay? So join them ASAP. The new batch of CAIIB will be starting on 6th of March. So don't miss this. Okay? Don't miss this new batch. Very important one. See this target batch. Don't miss this. Starting on 6th of March. All the numericals, objective questions, case studies, everything is covered. Use it. Definitely, see, make use of this. This is almost the last detailed batch for this session. Mainly batch. Okay? Ebooks, mock test, live classes, everything you will be getting. Got it? Everything. All these you will be getting. Ebooks, mock test, live classes. See, mock tests are same as that of your exams. So very importantly, ebooks are chapter wise. Use this, and importantly remember, for purchasing use the code Y432. Y432. Okay? 81% discount you will be getting plus 1% extra. 82%. Okay, by downloading the app. So 82% discount you will be getting. Don't miss this. Okay, very important. All the numericals, objective questions, case studies, everything is covered. Okay. In fact, I would suggest you to one more. I'll give you the choice. You can join the Increment Mahapack. See this. Increment Mahapack of CAIIB. Right now we are going on with Forex validity. Means you purchase for only 4 months. We'll get it for 16 months. Huge it is. Plus 81% discount is there. Plus 1% extra. In this, by downloading the app, in this kindly note, you get 15 plus batches per subject. Plus you get physical question banks, physical formula bank for each subject. Physical. Okay. So it's a huge thing. It's the best thing for you. You need not join any batch after you join this Mahapack. Again, the code is same, Y432. Use the code, download the app first and then purchase. Okay. Bye everyone.